whoever's selling, don't ever buy a car in Snellville. Don't ever go to Snellville. Sunroof, heated. We don't care, but you know it's got a lot of shit on it. Car's in great condition, runs, drives great, no issues. It's super clean. Brakes and routers are in great condition. Oh, dude, this car was like, it's got routers on it. Cause we're talking 2001. We're talking early internet. Cause this was an internet car. This was the first internet car, probably. This was the first car. Look at this. Check this out. I'm gonna show you. See this screen right here? This screen is damn AOL ready. That had your Yahoo, that had your Ask Jeeves, it had your Alta Vista, and everything under the sun. And that's where you put that AOL CD slot. Do you see that CD slot? That's for your AOL. This bitch has routers on it, and that's how you got the internet in this thing. And it would dial up on the road, man. You would be going down the road in this car, and she would be just dialing up, sending faxes. Oh, you'd be a businessman driving around in this thing with those routers going and that modem. Whew. I'm going to tell you something. And that car phone? So that's what this is about right here. Is this a V8? That's fabulous. $8,000? That's such a steal. That's the cleanest car I've ever seen in my life. I have not ever seen something like this before. This is the one car, and I think I've never made this statement before. So watch out. But I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the one vehicle that I have ever seen in my lifetime that I would stand by this statement. I would go to Snellville to buy this motherfucking car. This car right here, I would buy this car even if it was in Snellville, which it is. What is this guy? I got a phone number? Mel. I don't know if I trust him more or less now. A Mel? Does that, when you find out someone's called Mel, what is that? Dodge Journey, it's the Sext edition. So, this is your Dodge Journey. Your credit score is 500, okay? Your baby mama number is also 500, okay? 2921 Spotted Pony Court in Ackworth? Yes. That is an amazing name for a street, Spotted Pony Court. It's a whole My Little Pony themed neighborhood. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. Chris Chan is going to live there when he gets out of jail. What do we know? What is the deal with the thing that's on the damn rearview mirror? I think that is a damn My Little Pony. What is that? It's got a happy face. What's this pink thing? It looks like a My Little Pony. What were we saying? Oh, and then the Sext, right? So you got all these kids back there, and they're preteens, they're teenagers, and they sit in the back and they sext. That's why they call it the Dodge Journey Sext. You know? You wish they weren't. I mean, they're only 13, but you're a shitty fucking parent. You got a bad credit score. You got 15 different baby mamas and whatever. Your kids are going to sext. This looks like something my obese brother-in-law would daily. Don't waste my time unless you're here. Cash in hand. I don't need help selling. Well, considering you're asking a shit ton of money for it, you might. Need to check timing possibly with valves. That's just a weird issue. I hate weird issues. You know? Like the ones you can't fix. Like give me a problem I can fix, right? I don't know. I guess nobody nobody cares, I guess. Got a Saturn View. We got a Jeep Compass. 4-cylinder in excellent condition. Yeah, except for the fact that it's a Jeep Compass. Just like, people are like, oh, it doesn't matter what the inside of a car is like. Get the fuck out of here. Like, if I sit in a car and I touch it and I just immediately feel depressed, like, if you're that fucking ignorant that you can sit in a Jeep Compass, knock yourself out. '05 Chevy Tahoe. This I like, first off, because I like the price. See if it runs. Trailblazer, that is an incredible amount of money for a Trailblazer. 83 Silverado square body. It's 20,000 in Fayetteville. Looking for nice 98% unmolested. I like the calculation. Straight body, rust-free square body. Look at this one. 305. Maybe it should have been molested. No cheap parts on this build. Yeah, except the entire car, because it's a Mark III Supra. They're not really worth any money. Seems like kind of, oh yes, it has been so long since I saw a classic GM 82 to 96 front wheel drive A-body 86 Buick Century. This is from the early days of this platform. I always had a soft spot for these cars. Always thought they were a decent looking car. They're classic, and I don't care what anyone thinks. 2.8 carbureted V6. I live on a mountain, so I just went and purchased an SUV. I don't think you need an SUV to live on a mountain, but whatever. I guess the commercials say otherwise, and I no longer need the Buick. 96,000 miles. Is that on a 5-digit odometer? Yeah, it's a 5-digit odometer. And based on the way that the seat is worn, and based on the fact that I don't fucking trust anybody on Craigslist, and also based on the fact that that logic exists, and the fact that I have more than 3 brain cells, I'm gonna say that that is at least 196,000 miles. However, the fact that are these Angry Birds or is this? I like the Angry Birds in the back window. As a matter of fact, if you throw those in on the sale, how much is this? How much money is this? 25. Oh, dude, get a clue. But if you throw the little Angry Birds in on the sale, I will overlook the fact that you're lying to me about the odometer and it's brand new fuel pump system and plugs and wires and cap and it's a brand new carb and motor mounts. Dude, why did you do all this to this car? That's like, I mean, uh, okay, cool. Power locks, clean Georgia title. Where is Claremont, Georgia? It's not the Claremont Lounge, is it? It's between Helen and Gainesville. This is just fantastic. Oh man, you don't see them anymore. Getting rarer and rarer by the day. Rarer and rarer by the day. I remember when Craigslist and just the streets of Georgia. If you took a drive through the countryside of Georgia, every brick ranch with a 2-car carport had 2 of these bitches side by side in that carport, one for grandma and one for grandpa. And that was just the way all the old people rolled for like the first 20 years of my life. And now they just were ubiquitous everywhere. And they're just a classic car. Mm-hmm. Weather some no, it's not weather tech, it's fucking bootleg tech. Oh, look at that headliner. Somebody was fucking smoking like the biggest, most ashiest fucking tar-filled bong and fucking wiping their hands on the damn headliner. That's real fucking classy. Does look like it might have had the special leather package because you see the wood grain around the rear vents. So your special little clue that it came with the special leather package. Very loaded. Headlights are not fogged. I think the previous owner was gross, and I don't want an all-wheel drive version. Oh, ooh, this looks like fucking gross, weird, like leather bondage, fucking weird shit that a fetish person would wear. Ooh, this is way out of town. Where is this at? You are in. You're not in anywhere. You're in just like the green part of the map. Like, you're in Georgia. Oh, you're in Dawsonville. Okay, okay, okay. Um. I bet that seat right there is completely unsupportive. I bet a fucking $5 folding chair that a ghetto country church bought from like Steve's discount store is more comfortable and supportive than the front seats of this fucking car. It's like, oh, we're in a recession. We're in a recession. Everybody's so poor. And yet, like, everybody's fucking more flush with cash than I've ever seen in my life. Everybody's spending like drunken sailors. Georgia C10 Club. It's a club of 2 of my favorite things coming together. It is definitely not should be painted. I agree. We are gonna find out what this sticker says if it is the last thing we do. What does that say? Can't figure it out. My neighbor thinks it can be fixed. Oh, I bet your neighbor is the biggest bitch in the world. You could say I've given up on certain things in life. I wouldn't say I've given up on life. Oh, is this like a serving suggestion? Yeah, check out all these other look how cool these cars are. Look at all these other people doing things with Lincolns. These are like it's like they took the Ford what was it called? The Ford Thunderbird, which is already like a needlessly obese vehicle, and they were like, what if we added to the front, what if we added extra fat rolls to the Thunderbird. What if we just like extended the obesity to where it just has more coverage? Oh my god, this is the greatest paragraph that I have, or essay that I've seen in a long time. This is a hard to find automobile collectible, marks an end of a bygone era in American cars and lifestyles, pre-SUV trend. So we got, all right, so we're already yelling at clouds. Yeah, no, it's a sad story. It's a sad story. Look at that car. It's just look at what a weird looking fucker that is. We got Rachel. Where's Rachel's pens? See, Rachel's got like a pen collection. This somehow makes me think it's not being flipped because the guy flipping cars, he never has a pen collection for whatever reason. Got some human rights campaign stuff going on in the back. And let's see, ice cold AC. Human rights. It's remarkable how many people are opposed to that whole idea. Driven anywhere, this is the best car ever made. It's a little bit subjective. I like the whole idea of bulletproof windows. Like, I feel like I would feel that much more important just knowing, like, being the exact same person I am, but being in a car where the windows are bulletproof as opposed to not bulletproof. I just feel like I would feel, yeah. Buick Custom 1997, $3,000. It's a collector's car? Yes. Tell me about it. 1997 Buick Custom in very good condition, 165,000 miles, new windows, new brakes, new window motors, new paint job, car in excellent condition for collectors. These are legitimately pretty good cars. You know, now that they're rarer and rarer, you know, you see something, you see it harder when you don't see it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see the same thing all the time, you just become blind to it and you don't even really know what it looks like. And then when you, that same thing, if you never see it and then you see it, like it just hits your eyes harder. You know what I'm saying? And these used to be everywhere and you just kind of like, they just fade in the background. And now that I'm seeing one kind of like on its own, because you don't see 15 of them a month anymore, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I would never drive it because it's just stigmatized, unfortunately. But I mean, I don't know. It speaks to me. 86 Monte Carlo, that's too much money. That does not make sense. Of course, like that's not, it's not that they're not worth that. It's just that they're not worth that. Thing looks like it's got a story. It's sat somewhere. It's from DeKalb County, just like me. And all right, I'm ready to read about. Have I not been to this person's house? Yes, I have been to this person's house. This guy posts like 15 cars a day on Craigslist, and somehow they were all his daily drivers up until like a day ago. Like, and like was running great until the tensioner broke. Like, no, like, dude, this was not this has not been running for years. This hasn't run in years. Like, maybe you started the engine and the tensioner belt broke. What does that even fucking mean? This person is such a retard. I met him. I've met this guy. I mean, I've shook his hand. He's a nice guy. But this is not. He's kind of a dipshit. I don't know. Because this person doesn't. It's a clueless bitch selling this car. I can't believe what a lazy piece of shit I am. Oh yeah, see? And this, remember when I saw this yesterday? Some dude in the course of a day, like bought this car. Some hippie went up to North Georgia, bought this car, trucked it back down here to Roswell, and is now like took some decent pictures of it, cleaned it up. Look at these pictures. I mean, it's not like wedding photographer or anything, but like, look, check that out. He's like, this person is spending the requisite 7 or 8 minutes to drive it to an empty parking lot and just like take pictures that aren't complete shit, you know? And look, I mean, this guy just bought this. I don't know what he paid for it. Must have been less than $2,000 because now he's trying to flip it. Oh, and it's my 86 Buick Century. Let's see. What's the see if the former Lindsay. It's Lindsay. No woman would ever touch this car, so it must be Lindsey Graham. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yep. And you know what? I just want to add